time for another edition of Clinton Football with Coach Andrew Webb. And Coach, last week, and fans last week, boy, did you step up to the call. The big crowd, Red Devils this week. We're proud that we the 2016 Lawrence County football champions. The big win over the Lawrence Raiders, Coach. And I tell you, Wilder Stadium was electric.
Yeah, that was unreal. That was awesome. You know, I told those guys last week at the Touchdown Club, I felt like the city, I felt like our school, I felt like our team was just bursting, waiting on 7:30. And you know, I don't think any group disappointed. You know, our players didn't disappoint, our student section didn't disappoint, our community didn't disappoint. That was as good a high school atmosphere as you'll find. It was incredible. I'm glad that you know, we found a way to hang on there at the end. Our defense played fantastic, but that was an unbelievable atmosphere to play a high school football game in.
Well, this week we can talk about. Last week was all the secrets. You know, the big helmet, the Clinton big blow-up helmet, the tunnel, the fog machine, the new entrance, the way you come in. It just made it even that much more special. Coach.
Yeah, that was fun. We got people looking out for us. You know, there's Miss Cindy Jacobs has done a whole lot to get some of that stuff taken care of, and you know, just having somebody like her to help with this hat. You know what? We're gonna quit talking about this tunnel. We're gonna make it happen. You know, so the Booster Club, you know, popping that tunnel out there. Some of that stuff, man, it's incredible to have people to help you. But it also changes the atmosphere of that stadium for our kids, and you know, that's pretty special for those guys to experience that.
Let's go to the game and recap it just a bit here before we turn to Greer. But it was a night in which, in the first quarter, things weren't going your way offensively. You're just fighting, hanging in there. Stats really were not in our favor, but an opportunity came. And when it came, we took advantage of that opportunity. Going into the half, you might have been out statistic on the stat sheet, so to speak, but we're only down by 1 point. Tell me about the first half.
Yeah, well, we, you know, in the first half, we went through a stretch there where we couldn't pick up a first down. And we had 2 3-and-outs there back-to-back. And with 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first half, they had ran probably about 42 plays, and we had ran 6. And, you know, that is not acceptable for our defense. That is not acceptable for us on offense, but it also speaks to the volumes of which our defense competed. And those guys, you know, Keepers knocked the ball loose, and Sear picked it up, ran it back for a touchdown to get us on the board. And the way they just kept answering. They just kept answering. They really kept us in the game, especially early on.
And, boy, when we came out in the third quarter, boy, did the Red Devils come out. Before you knew it, Coach, we were up 20 points. Like you said, we had to hold on, but it really turned into a dogfight. But there were periods in there where the Red Devil offense was really clicking.
Yeah, third quarter we got into a good little rhythm. I thought the drive to start the second half was a critical drive for us, and I thought those guys answered, you know, outstanding. We had the block punt, set us up with another touchdown, and you know, then we put together one more drive to take a 20-point lead at the time, and you know, that stretch of the third quarter and early in the fourth quarter, I thought our offense played fantastic.
Well, we hung on, we win. We the 2016 Lawrence County champions. Clinton has been a buzz all since Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. We're on this emotional high, but guess what? Yeah. We are on our way to Greer High School, to Dooley Field to take on a traditional foe, the Greer Yellow Jackets, who are a good football team, having played 2 5A schools already in Westside and also in Burns. But you got to come off that high, Coach. We have to go up and be ready to take on a very good Greer football team. Yeah,
you know, 0-2 doesn't really describe them. They've played 2 outstanding opponents. We know what we're facing tonight. They're a very athletic football team. They're a very good football team. And, you know, they're a football team that we have not defeated since we came up here in 2007. So we still feel like there's respect to be earned. You know, we felt like last week in Lawrence County we earned it, but, you know, this Friday we're going to Greer. The Lawrence County Championship doesn't mean a whole bunch to them. So for our football team, our football program, this is another opportunity for us to earn respect. And, you know, we're excited about playing. Greer's always a little it's not a Lawrence rivalry, but Greer's a little rival. We make sure we keep these guys on the schedule. It's always a fun week. And
goes back even to the Peach Blossom days.
Coming up to Dooley Field's a special place to play.
Well, Greer, they run a spread, but they like to run the ball too. And once again, for the second straight week, we're facing an opponent who's going to be a lot bigger than us. We're not going to look like the Greer Yellow Jackets. They are a big football team, much like Lawrence in size. But I just feel like our guys, Coach, It ain't the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And I tell you what, your Red Devil defense will hit you. And tonight, the Red Devil, the Greer spread attack, that's exactly what it's going to take again.
Yeah, these guys, there ain't going to be too many weeks where we have a size advantage. But, one thing about these guys, they really don't care. They don't care. They're going to go compete. There was mistakes that we had to correct from last week, but these guys are going to go compete. They're going to go compete. They're going to hit you. Greer's a good football team. They're very well coached up front. These guys on the offensive line get after you. So it's very similar to what we faced last week with the size advantage on the offensive line. These guys are probably going to be willing to throw the ball a little bit more than Lawrence did, but they have a very athletic quarterback, left-hander, does a good job of making things happen for them. So we know what we're up against. We know what we're going to face with the Greer offense, and we're excited to go compete against them.
Your offense last week at times were clicking at times, but going into this thing, we're going to face a Greer team defensively that really we will have to execute. We have to hit on all cylinders. Charlie Craven, that offense. What does the Red Devils have to do offensively, facing this good Greer defense to move the ball, score points, and win the game?
Yeah, we got to be consistent, get off to a little bit faster start. I thought we sputtered those first two drives last week, and we were lucky that our defense kept us out of a hole. But we just have to go execute. There'll be some things that we just hope we continue to get better at. There'll be some new little wrinkles we throw to try to help our guys out. But ultimately it just comes down to flat out execute. We got to be able to run the ball. We got to be able to block. We got to be able to throw it and catch it, and make first downs. I thought last week when we made our first down, we put a drive together. So it was kind of feast or famine. If we either went 3 and out or we had a long drive. So picking up our first down of each drive is something we've been stressing, and I think that'll be critical to our success.
Picking up our first win has us 1-0 going to Greer, and the best thing about Friday night was you, the fans, the crowd. It was electric. It was amazing. It looked like scenes from yesteryear. How great would it be if you, our Red Devil fans, got on the road this Friday night, travel to Dooley Field in Greer, and give that same atmosphere on our side of our part of the field with our Red Devils, not only this week, every week. The guys feed off. I know you echo me here, Coach. The guys feed off of your energy. Let's get behind that big red machine. Let's make this 2016 season special.
Yeah, you can't imagine the impact that the roar that crowd has. You see our guys. Sometimes they take that field. You see them look. You see them kind of give a little sign to the crowd. Man, they feel it. And these guys, I'm not shooting you any kind of lines right here. I mean, these guys, they feed off of it. They want it. They fly around. They get excited about it. So, the impact that you guys make, don't underestimate it. But, I'll tell you guys the same thing that I tell our team. Our team, Clinton football, is held to a very high standard. And if our program is going to continue to grow to where we all want it, that fan base has got to come with it. We go to Dooley Field on Friday. We got to have fans that when we make a play, hey, there's a crowd. When we're there and it's third down, we hear you, we feed off of you. So, all this goes hand in hand. You can't have a dominant program without a dominant fan base, and you can't have a dominant fan base without a dominant program. So, we're looking forward to seeing you on Friday night.
Guess what, Coach? They coming. They coming. You coming. Don't let him down. Don't let the team down. Don't let me down, because the Red Devils are 1-0 this week. It's the Yellow Jackets against our Devils. It's Clinton against Greer. For Coach Andrew Webb, for Melanie Watson on the controls, I'm Buddy Bridges saying so long. Go to Greer, support the Big Red, and this has been another week of Clinton football with Coach Andrew Webb.